Hi, so if you're Aquarius, born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of October 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So Aquarians, a lot of you are coming off of a fresh start. You've just had some nice changes. You've either, possibly recently moved or changed your hair or maybe even had plastic surgery. And so a lot of you are just feeling refreshed and renewed and excited, excited about some changes that you've made that have been positive. So this is a great way to enter October. This month is going to be much lighter than last month. Last month was a little intense for a lot of us, and you're going to see a lightening happening for you. You're also going to feel less responsibility. You're going to feel more freedom to kind of do what you need to do for you, and you're going to feel less responsible for other people. So this is a nice change. This month we're dealing with Libra's energy, which is October, so we're dealing with overall. All the signs are getting an injection of Libra energy, which is fun, a little bit carefree, a lot of desire to help other people. It's more of a festive energy, but it has to do with relationships. So a lot of us are going to be dealing with relationships this month in a way that maybe can be a little uncomfortable for us. So speaking of relationships, let's look at relationship for those of you in a romantic relationship, in a committed partnership. Let's look and see what October has in store for you. Okay, so Aquarians, I see you speaking up, and maybe that's not unusual, but I see you speaking up to your partner and really pointing things out in a new way, not in a make wrong way, but in an inquiry, and which is really nice because I feel like there's going to be open communication for you this month. And some of you have some, I'm not going to call it hidden agendas, I'm going to call it hidden pain that your partner has done and or said, and you just kind of haven't talked about it. And I'm really feeling it buried under the right shoulder blade. So for some of you in the right shoulder blade and up and into the neck, it's old relationship energy that you've kept hidden, that you've kept tucked away, and it's going to come up. So if you're all of a sudden finding you have a pain in the neck, or all of a sudden you wake up and your shoulder's frozen, all these things, to heal it, go talk to your spouse and go talk to your significant other, and if you don't have one, then it has to do with your boss or your mother or your father or whoever it is, but it's a close tied relationship or best friend that this energy is coming up. So you actually, Aquarians, like other signs I've read yet, may manifest something physically to get you to cough up the goods, to cough up your feelings, right? Because you just don't like to deal with your feelings. You want to have fun. It's like, I don't have time for this heaviness. So your physical body may alert you, and I'm saying may because we don't have to have a physical crisis, right? We don't need to have a physical crisis. We can just do this work and then our body will be fine. So you're being asked to handle your relationship this month with your significant partner. Now the good news is they're very open to it. It can be like this. It can just be a moment and it can be done and handled. The best time to do this would be around the 17th or the 20th. Well after Mercury goes direct, right? We're still in the Mercury retrograde, which is problems with communications, our computers, all those sorts of things. So we want to stay free of that energy. We don't want to do anything with this conversation that we're being asked to have until after the 15th. And if you've got nothing, thank God. Good, that's great. But if something comes up, which most likely it will, be sure to talk about it. Be sure not to let it fester or just to go, it doesn't really matter. Because all those don't really matters add up to resentment and to challenges in the body, okay, eventually. Now, for those of you that are single, aren't you glad you asked? It's like, can we have something fun? Was there anything fun about before I go on to the single relationship, was there anything positive I wanted to leave that might happen? Yeah, so they're showing me this, the benefit of sharing and burying your soul is with your partner is that they're going to have a new understanding of you, and they're going to really reach out with tenderness and love and give you what you need. So ultimately your relationship gets stronger and you're going to feel more heart connected and more in love, which increases your sexual desire and sex and everything else. So there's a reason, okay, for you to be able to be truthful and honest. Okay, great. Now I feel so much better. All right, now let's go to those of you who are single and looking for a relationship. Okay, so this is about kind of being patient with yourself and then really being able to focus and settle down into being able to give your time away. Some of you are so busy and lead such busy lives, which is the only reason you're not in a relationship is not because you're not good relationship material. You are. You just don't have time to fit it in, or you're very happy with what's going on in your life. So if you want to have a relationship, you have to make the time. It's not just going to fall in your lap. And some of you I'm talking have been out of relationship for 8 or 10 years, and you're going, well, I really don't meet anybody. It just hasn't happened. Yeah, it hasn't happened because you haven't made time for it, right? So the universe is going, well, where am I supposed to put it in? You're busy from dusk till dawn. So some of you have to start readjusting your schedule and start to say to the universe, okay, you know what? I'm not going to go do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shorten my time just to give me some breathing room and start to work on me. So if some of you start to shift the energy and stop doing so much busy work and start to work on you, what's going to happen is the universe is going to go, we're going to send you somebody. Because you need a partner to work on things together, to elevate your game, to have more fun. I'm not talking about relationships being really hard work, and I mean, they can be, but in order to really have a soulmate relationship, they lift each other up, right? Like long-term soulmate relationships are when you're down, the other person makes you better, right? Or they make you want to become better. So the relationship actually, you grow together, and this is why it can be a long-term relationship much better. So if you're up for that, Aquarians, and you're looking for a long-term relationship, create some space in your calendar, do some work on yourself, look and see, where am I stubborn, or what do I need to change about myself? If you don't know, ask your friends and ask them to be honest, and ask 3 different people, and they'll tell you exactly what they think you need to work on or you need to change, okay? And then you're going to see an opening that happens for you towards the end of the month, and certainly by the end of the year. So if it's not in this next 3 weeks, it's in the next 3 months, all right? So you will have a great relationship coming towards you. All right, so let's look at career and money for Aquarians. What can you expect for the month of October? So Aquarians, I just see you busy, writing, filling out things, just a lot happening around you. And a lot of people want to kind of rub elbows with you. There's some notoriety happening with you this month. Like, oh, I heard about you, or oh, I've been dying to meet you, or oh, wow, you're that person, right? Congratulations. Congratulations are in order for you. So there's something that you do that brings you notoriety this month, which is really nice. That's all month. It's not just a little bit, but it's all month. And then let's look at your money for October. So they are tied together, the money and the career. So they're showing me as the notoriety goes up, the money goes up. As the notoriety goes up, the money goes up, right? So you're going to be climbing this ladder going up, and you're going to start to see a beginning of that towards the end of the month with financially. You're going to start to see an opening there. Now, some of you have been carrying a big debt or a big load. You're going to start to feel some relief around that. I can feel it in the center of your back. I don't know if you can feel it, but energetically, a lot of you have a tight tension around the center, mid-back, and it's connecting with this conversation. And what you want to do with that is you just want to have an awareness of holding your breath around money, or having fear around money, and really starting to let go around it. And you're going to notice that towards the end of the month, there may be different people come into you. There may be something that you've wanted for a long time that starts to percolate again. Put your attention to it when it comes in. If you put your attention to it, it's going to happen. It won't happen on its own. It needs your attention. So around the 18th or 20th, there maybe come back in something that you had started to push first of the year, around January, February of last year, and you sort of got away from it or got away from the idea. It's coming back again in late October for another revisit. Now, interesting enough, October 27th is the full moon. So it might be right around that time of the full moon, which is to manifest. And wow, I'm sorry. So it has to do, it'll be like that. It'll be like an itch, right? And you've got to scratch it. So it's like that. So don't worry about like, oh, I have to remember. No. The universe is going to get your attention and pull you towards it. So you can't miss it. All right, let's look at your health. So Aquarians, some of you have been dealing with, digestive issues, gas, things like that. You're gonna find that this is a time period when things can start to get better. Allergic reactions, my eyes are itching. So some of you are going to get the answers that you're looking for this month, and you're going to be able to take care of some of that, these little nuances, right, that are pain. You're going to see a shift around that. Okay, and a lot of times I get these kind of random things. For you this month, it's about water, but it's about the kind of water that you're drinking and the bacteria that's in the water. So you want to just be aware, let's say that you have to take a pill, and the only water that you have is water that's been sitting in the glass overnight, and you get up the next morning and some of you are just like, what the heck? And you're just taking that water and drinking it. Don't do that. All of a sudden my stomach hurts. Normally it's not a big deal, right? But the sensitivity that's going on for you this particular month, just don't do it this month. I don't care about any other month, but don't do it this month. Because you're likely to create some imbalance or something that just triggers some other things happening for you that are unpleasant that you don't have to deal with, that you don't want to deal with. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up with diarrhea or something, but sorry. This is just what they're showing me. So you don't have to have these things happen, right? So this is a little forewarning, not to drink water that's been sitting out or overnight or that has bacteria that you already drank from, and then 10 hours later you're drinking out of it again, right? Washing your bottles, things like that. Just the things that you know that are healthy around bottles and glasses and things like that. All right, that's my health warning for you. Now, anything unexpected for Aquarians? Yeah, you want to look good. Aquarians, you want to go out of your house looking good all month, because there can be some unexpected press, unexpected meetings, unexpected opportunities, running into an old boyfriend that you haven't seen in 30 years, running into, a potential boss, running into somebody that you've been dying to meet, running into, your idol or somebody you've been trying to pitch for a long time. So there's unexpected positive meetings that can lead to something else if you're looking and feeling your best. So Aquarians this month, go the extra mile. Make sure every time you leave your house, you're feeling good about yourself and how you're dressed, and just pay attention to your environment, because you're likely to run into somebody that's really important to you that can immediately notice you and take you to the next level. So that's really cool. Very cool, Aquarians. Okay, so have an amazing month. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Have a great month.